Good morning. I'm gonna rant really quick and I might cry because I'm really frustrated out of I'm gonna cry out of anger. So with IVF, I knew that Lily was probably not gonna be able to go to any appointments with me. I understand, I get it. I understand. Lily is scoffing me. But what I don't like is that when they tell me that I need to have an appointment for the following day, knowing that I have Lilia and knowing that we're here basically by ourselves and not having childcare. And so I messaged them about day one flow, which you guys won't see this video for a while, but I messaged them yesterday that my cycle had started, and I thought that all I had to do was start birth control on day 3. That's all they had told me. They didn't tell me I was gonna need ultrasounds. They didn't tell me that I was gonna have to go to the office on day 3. They didn't tell me nothing like that. If they had told me that, then I would have literally started my period yesterday, and then we would have all had all day yesterday and all day today to figure out what to do with Lilia for tomorrow. But instead, they decided to tell me this morning, trying to get me to have an appointment tomorrow. So now I'm scrambling, trying to find someone to watch Lilia for that appointment. Now, if I can't make it, I can't make it. That's what I'm coming to terms with. My child that's living and breathing in here on earth is more important, obviously, but is it frustrating? Beyond. I don't know if I can make it tomorrow. And then I sent them in here. I was gonna give you more. I was just taking the kernel out. I messaged them once and let them know, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I'll let you know. And then the second message I sent them was for a mock calendar, just so I have an idea of what we're looking at. I know that everything's in limbo when it comes to genetic results coming back, but I'm just couldn't you have told me and told me to expect an ultrasound on day 3? And then I would have been okay, well, when my cycle starts, we could have even discussed it with Mauricio's parents before the cycle started and saying, hey, on cycle day 3, if you guys are able to, can you watch Lilia? It's just super frustrating because the problem with Lilia going to his parents, which there is no, they can watch her. She's old enough to walk, talk. She doesn't need to be held. She can change her diapers pretty much okay. She still can be a little alligator and stuff. But I'm looking for the remote, baby. That's not the problem. The problem is that it's 2.5 hours away, the clinic, from their house to the clinic. Lily, I'm looking for it. Or do you want your iPad? You're just gonna have your iPad right now. So the problem is that I will have to, so Mauricio works at 7 tomorrow, so we'd have to drive to his parents' house. We'd have to wake up, drop Mauricio off at work, drive the rest of the way to Mauricio's parents' house, which is adding 30 minutes to the drive because we're going south and they're north. So that would be an hour and 45 minutes there. Then an hour, and then it was 2.5 hours to the clinic, then 2.5 hours back up to Mauricio's parents to get Lilia, and then an hour and a half back to Ocala. And I understand that I chose a clinic in Orlando, but I guess I just didn't expect for them to be so last minute about it. So I'm kind of frustrated. And maybe it's just an accident, but I've been very every single appointment, genetic testing, I asked, I have a daughter. The first appointment I said, I have a daughter, my husband is in the reserves, he could have to go away for a weekend and or longer. They can call them to duty whenever they really need them. So I made that very clear that I'm a stay-at-home mom. I watch my daughter. We just moved to the area. We have almost no family in the area. Technically, we have no family in the immediate area. Within 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes is immediate to me. And now I'm just so frustrated. And I just basically have come to the conclusion that instead of causing all this turmoil in everybody's life, for tomorrow, I'm just gonna tell them I can't make it unless Mauricio can somehow switch his schedule to work a closing shift, so then I can have my appointment first thing in the morning and then be back here in time, which is also frustrating because if I'm driving to Orlando, I want to be able to just go to Disney World. So then I'm thinking to myself, okay, well then I can ask Luna because she's homeschooled. I can just ask my sister to go. Okay, I'm crying out of frustration now because I'm super frustrated because I have all these ideas running through my head at this freaking moment, and I just needed to rant to somebody, and you guys are the only ones that I can rant to right now. So I'm like, oh, I'll just message my sister, explain the situation, and say like, you know, this month is supposed to be super hectic, and I was wondering if I could have Luna for like a week or two so she can help me. And, you know, I'm just like to the point where like I'm frustrated with our fertility journey so far. Like, I'm frustrated at my body. I'm frustrated that we've had to move clinics. I'm frustrated that we've had to, you know, wait for so many things. Like, and this is a very common thing with fertility. It's either like infertility. It's either like everything's happening like this, like back to back to back to back to back, or everything's happening super slow and like you're just waiting. And I saw a TikTok about that, where like infertility, you have like this 2 different time periods where everything just seems to be so slow and you're just waiting and waiting, and then all of a sudden it comes into the moment where it's like back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and you make all these steps and then a waiting period again. And right now it feels like we're entering that back to back to back to back to back, which is exciting but also frustrating, because I guess I just wish that they would have told me that I would have needed an ultrasound on day 3, or like to expect it. They would be like, hey, typically we have a monitoring ultrasound on day 3. So if you can make it, we would love for you to be able to come. But no, it was like, okay, I sent them a message on yesterday that my period started. They messaged me this morning asking me if I could come in tomorrow, and I'm like texting Mauricio. I'm texting my aunt that lives in Orlando, like close to Orlando, and I don't even know if she still works or not, if she could even watch Lilia. I have no idea like what her like, you know, what she's comfortable doing when it comes to Lilia or kids. I'm just like so overwhelmed. Now Luna's a good option, and that's the option that I'm probably gonna go with. And honestly, this goes to show me that I need to find a babysitter. But if that babysitter can be Luna and I can pay her, and you know, I can see her, Lilia can spend time with her, and then she also gets experience, that is the most ideal situation in my opinion. But if for some reason that's not gonna work, then I'll have to try to find somebody. But obviously I can't do that with freaking less than 24 hours notice. Like, my appointment would be in the morning, and it's already like what, 11 o'clock? It's 10 o'clock. Like, you think that someone's gonna be able to meet Lilia and then decide to watch her within less than 24 hours? And you think that I'm gonna let her do it? Nobody watches Lilia. I don't think anybody has watched Lilia except for my sister, my mom, and Mauricio's mom. I think those are the 3 people that have ever watched Lilia, and they've never watched her like overnight. It's never been for like a long period of time. It's never been like a full day. It's been like dates or like a couple hours, but it's never been like a full like day, like, you know, where like, you know. So I don't know. I'm stressed, and I can't post this because I'm delayed posting. So you guys are gonna see this way after the situation has already resolved its situation. The situation has already resolved itself. But I'm just like, why did they not tell me? Why? Why do they hate me? Anyways, now I should really start the vlog for today. Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Today, Lily and I are home alone. Mauricio's working a super long day. He's working like 6 days in a row, so we are on our own for a hot minute. But anyways, I need to feed my sourdough starter. She's right here. She's in this really pretty jar. I left my tripod at Mauricio's parents' house, so we're gonna have to make do with what I can come up with. You think that I was a beginner when it comes to this, but she's hungry. You guys see it? Hold on. So she's hungry. That I think is hooch, but we'll see if it is or not. I'm gonna take a better look at it. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, that's hooch. So hooch is like this black, if you're interested in sourdough, hooch is like a very strong alcoholic scented, fermented scented liquid that forms on the top of your sourdough, and it's a very good indication that your sourdough is hungry and you need to feed it. So I am going to feed mine. I'm just looking, I'm kind of like fear of mold, but mold on sourdough starter is typically like white fuzzies. It's not dark. It will get dark eventually, but usually it starts off as like white fuzzies on top, And sometimes the bubbles will look like them. And I guess because I'm so traumatized, I'm like, is there white bubbles or is there white fuzzies? But this looks like bubbles. I think we're good. I think it's developing hooch, so I need to feed it. So let's do that. The clinic just sent me a message. Let's see what they said. I already have all these lights on, I guess. It's just super dark. She just said, do let me know. If not, we can just schedule for the HSG, which is typically done within days 5 to 12 of cycle. So I might be able to do that. Let's look at Mauricio's work schedule. So I plan on filming a lot of this so you guys can get like the real experience, like see real time fertility clinic mumbo jumbo. So far I took Provera for 10 days. My cycle, okay, let's start from the beginning. Let's do a little rundown. My cycle was 80 days long. The cycle before that, I took letrozole and I did not ovulate. So I had an 80-day cycle. I took Provera for 10 days and now I'm on cycle day 2. And then I'm supposed to start birth control on cycle day 3. And then I was supposed to get an ultrasound on cycle day 3, which probably is not gonna happen. But now I'm gonna have an HSG scheduled between cycles day 5 and 12. So I can get that scheduled hopefully today. I'm looking at Mauricio's work schedule. Okay, so we will update when they respond. We're gonna feed this starter. We're also gonna film here too. I think we're just gonna do a good bit of flour. She doesn't need to be super active today. She doesn't need to be super active today because I'm not baking with her, but.
Have some? No, a party! A party!
Yes, baby.
A party.
Okay.
And then for
Relax it.
that, it's supposed to be
What's
done
up?
within
Lilia.
5 to 12
Talk.
week cycle. So you said that you do. We do it in the morning. So
Mommy,
Okay.
the dog is it.
right now my system is just a little slow.
Mommy, I see it.
Baby.
Ah.
Mommy's on the phone, okay?
My son.
No, you can't eat that. You're good.
Look at my Play-Doh.
That's not Play-Doh, baby. No, can't play with that.
Yeah.
No, that's not Play-Doh, baby.
My Nana house. Mommy.
She is cute, but she's 3, so
How?
she's testing the boundaries.
Mommy, see it, please.
See what, baby? What do you need to see?
I talk at this phone.
Yeah, I'm talking on the phone.
Pink.
It's not Nana.
Not Nana? Oh, it's Titi?
No, it's not TT either.
Nana?
See, it's the doctor.
Our doctor?
There you go. Mommy's, not Lilia's. I have progeny, so maybe that's why I don't. Yeah. Yeah, you guys already sent that request for the. She already sent the request to progeny for the freeze-all cycle.
Okay.
Is that included in that?
What is this? What? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw that she did request like something from progeny, and she requested the approval for the freeze-all cycle, so I would think that falls under that, but I don't know.
The moment. Oh my god.
I can also reach out to progeny too and see if that's included in there. They're really nice, so I can just call them today and see if
Oh my god.
it's included in that, or if I need to put, I can also put in the requests too for approval.
Come on. Okay, mommy.
Yeah, they're really good insurance company.
Milk. Here's the milk.
Yes.
Milk.
Okay, put it on the counter. Mommy will pour it.
Mommy, it's all big one.
Okay.
It's all blood. It's all one. Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
It's all big.
Thank you so much.
It's all one. It's all that. It's all it. Mommy, and the pieces.
You're good. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. All right. Bye. What, baby? I have strawberry right here.
Whoa,
You're crying. You don't even need to be crying.
okay, I'll get it.
It is all together.
Please.
I already put chocolate in here, baby. You will trust me when you try it. Look, Mommy's about to shake it.